You know, my friends, upon reflection, there are a lot of things I could say about the fact that our new church of, I believe we were going to call it the Shrine, the Shrine of the Village Tree. There we go. And you know what? I'm gonna make, this tree across the river the village tree, because why not? I mean, in all of the things where you ever hear stories about villagers who worship a tree, it's a gigantic tree, a huge tree that's old and aged and like who knows what. But maybe the villagers worship a different tree to bond the village together every year, depending on the last tree they saw the golden goose of prophecy land in. And maybe the golden goose was just, you know, taking a nap in a tiny pine tree. I kind of love that idea. But there are a lot of things I could say about our new church, which we will simply call the Shrine of the Village Tree. Kind of sucks if the golden goose lands in a tree like way over here, but what are you gonna do? And it being next to the House of Illicit Delights. I could say a lot of things about that. Because I like to maintain my position here on YouTube, I shall not. And instead, we shall reflect upon the fact that at least, thankfully, now that none other than the mother of rats herself, Ariel, who spent almost her entire greedy, ill-mannered, rowdy, somewhat simple, lifetime while she was here in the village as a rat trainer, somehow that made her skillful enough and talented enough that she was the perfect priestess. So here we have it. Still kind of like completely stunned by that. Also wondering what other aspirations provide a leadership skill. Like if she had a student that she was training, would that give leadership? Because that would be, oh yeah, that would actually have leadership trained for the students. We need somebody to be a good leader. Oh my gosh, are those the only students we have? Are those the, oh my goodness. Okay, that's, oh, it's because everybody's old. What? All right, we have a little bit of a problem here, my friends, because it seems that everybody is now old, and that is not going to help us when it comes to making sure that we have a population to rely on in the future. Oh dear. So perhaps this is the day that poor Zero, once again wiping the egg yolk of the golden goose of prophecy off of his face, sighing heavily because why, all he wanted to do in life was be a simple steamster and help to knit up some socks to keep people's toes warm. Why does the golden goose have to pick him to say, no, you must be the chosen one to help guide the village, and you must be the one that we refuse to give any partner to until you have a perfect match? Who knows? But I have a feeling that Zero, once again cornered by all the villagers asking what they should do next, would perhaps look at the fact that we do not have very many young children in this village and sigh again, and perhaps suggest that maybe some of the people in the village, especially those who are still old enough, like the Grimnail family, to have more children, should have the ability to go ahead and expand their house. Especially because this couple desires children because they're madly in love, and we can actually get them a new slot. No free slot means no new baby, and they already have an 8-year-old. So like time's a ticking, and we don't have that kid ready for them. So and look, they have like the perfect relationship and are producing lots of love. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a baby boom spring, I hope. But with that said, let's see. Okay, it's almost actually the summer solstice that I like to try to host to pretend that we can keep on top of everything. So let's let time pass by until it hits a little closer to summer. And then we shall go ahead and have a summer stork summoning festival, which really could probably get me banned off YouTube if I think about that too hard, so we won't. And while we're doing that, we'll also take a look at the different things that we might need more resources of. It looks like we might, I mean, actually everybody's gainfully employed. So you know what we need more resources of? Ah, good, now it's summer. People, which either comes in the form of new villagers being born into the village, or in the form of, can Zero find his perfect match right now? Let's check. No, just a good match. A good match that I would love to have, but again, Golden Goose of Prophecy kind of cursed him. And Zero, unless you and Troubling are like the perfect match, then unfortunately, nope. Unfortunately, we're going to have to go ahead and have you wait. We'll spin some hearts if we need to. And Troubling, let's go ahead and find your soulmate. This time around, I think we're looking for someone. Actually, let's take a quick peek because that wasn't a good match either. And let's see. So we either need someone to help us out with our faith because people are still feeling a little bit unsure about life. So someone who might be a good leader for the church, for instance, or really people are getting bored. And to be honest, our toy shop maker, Grace, is getting a little bit older and kind of having trouble keeping up with everything, in my humble opinion. And so I could see how he might want to make sure somebody could maybe take his place. The higher your crafting skill, the better you do here. And I mean, to be fair, Grace is like 91% crafting. Dang. Like, Grace, I wish I could do more for you. And I guess we don't actually have a population where we could have more toy shop owners. Huh. And actually 60 people is a far number away from where we're at right now. So we've kind of looped back around to a baby boom being one of the most important things we could do. And, oh hey, we could build the castle. Now that would definitely be a huge jump. And we could also make the inn pretty soon. The trading post! Cash dollars, give me the money! Oh my gosh, we can build it. Yes! Okay, we're building this first because if we can get more gold, we can, well, if not make it rain gold, at least have a small pile of gold that we could build up into a teensy little coin tower and hopefully help the village live off of. Oh, trading post. It just occurred to me I'm gonna need people to work there. Ah. I am, aren't I? Persuasive people who can go ahead and they will produce with no use of any resource. They will be the ones to go ahead and produce gold. I would love that. And Art, our rat trainer, who's currently trying to keep the village quite healthy, apparently is the most talented at being a merchant right now, at 2.5 in the entire village. And I think Zero would kind of side-eye that and suggest perhaps Art Silkflea, who I think is like, okay, he's beautiful, energetic, devout, and rowdy. And we just have him shoved over as a rat trainer for the minute. But he wants something that has to do with a social job. Is this considered a social job? Like, aspirations, social. I think? Art, would you be okay here? He would be! You know what? We'll let him come over because if we need somebody to be the face of our merchants here in the village, why not let it be the beautiful, energetic, devout, rowdy person who no longer wants anything to do with having to slave away in the rat pens? And maybe this will actually help him gain whatever skill he needs. He's got 2% persuasion. Okay, maybe we should either look for another rat trainer at the Summer Stork Summoning Festival for traveling, or maybe we need to find a new merchant. So let's take a little peek at that. And hey, like, it would be awesome if we could have a strong, proud, devout, yet ill-mannered person in the village, but unfortunately, we do need to have either a merchant or a rat trainer. Let's see what we've got. She could be a rat trainer, but the affinity is bad and not a good aspiration. And we're looking to have a lot of babies in this village now, so we need some good affinity for that, because they don't want the babies if they don't like each other. Can't blame them. Oh, excellent affinity. And we'd have a knight. That would be really nice. And Susan has the romantic trait, but alas, we're really looking for a merchant or a rat trainer right now. But also we're looking for babies. But we have like all the farmers we need. So, okay, I'm gonna be really strict because as long as we have the hearts, that's what the summer festival's for. He could be an okay prankster. I think we're really looking for somebody who would be strongly skilled. I have a feeling since Troubling is the only like not in a relationship person in the entire village right now, it'd be kind of funny if the whole village was kind of like nudging him and like, come on, stay strong. Any minute now, we could find somebody for you who would be even better for the village as well. Not yet. Okay, thief, okay, blacksmith. seamster, teacher, a highly talented thief actually might help out with being able to work on a whole bunch of stuff in the village, but we don't have very good affinity, and thief is not one of the things I said we were looking for. Now this person could be an okay rat trainer. Leadership 79 is not bad. Strength isn't the best. He's kind, hardworking, and indecisive. Good. He likes public executions, but maybe that's because he's like, I gotta make sure these rats don't make people sick. 3 for a rat trainer is not bad. I do want health, but do I want money more? I want money more. All right, stay strong, traveling. Stay strong. Okay, come on. Any minute now. She would be a really good rat trainer though, and she has an aspiration for knowledge, but only 2 intelligence. I don't think that's gonna work. She's also got the simple trait. Okay, we're running low on the love. Uh-oh. Okay, now, because we're under 100 hearts, I think we'll go ahead. Trebling, hang in there. Merchant! It was worth it! It was worth it! We found a merchant who happens to be kind, social. They also aren't very hungry. They have a light appetite, vegetarian. I'm just gonna say, instead of aesthetic, because it's easier for me to say vegetarian. And then they also have a positive genetic trait of being nimble, which I very much like to see. So, thank goodness, that's literally the last match. We've made it! Let's go ahead and let's try out the date. I need to do speed dating so I don't mess this up, because we need them to have lots of kids. So, oh dang it, I spent all the hearts. I needed those hearts for making more room for babies. Dang it. Anyway, so... he likes muscles, feasting, and public executions. So maybe we'll just say he likes killer parties, killer sports parties. He doesn't like reading about the art of war or poetry. So let me, okay. What if we abolish the death penalty? No, he likes the death penalty. And then food, he likes food. He doesn't like the suffering of war. Okay, good. And then he doesn't like reading. Right? He doesn't like reading. Dang it! Oh no! Well, at least we managed to get good on the love meter, so let's go ahead. Congratulations, you two. I do hope that you have a happy relationship and plenty of babies, please. Like, emphasis on the babies, please thing. Oh! Would you look at that? The village has now reached sinful level. So, 60% chance that every 90 days, a random villager would become sinful, which means that they would actually end up losing dexterity, 3 dexterity, which is as much, like, that would just be fumble fingers to the ultimate, because most of our villagers only have that much dexterity. They would lose their charisma, intelligence, and a bit of strength, because they'd just be so distracted with being sinful. To the Church of the Rat Mother! Who can we bring in? Trebling as a potential rat trainer? Trebling, you just got married, right? And Titan isn't as good of a rat trainer as you. I think because we have people who are currently working in the hospital, rat trainers affect the health of the village, but I think that Ariel is going to take under her wing young trebling rat nest, who was dedicated to the rats, but is now dedicated to the mother of rats and the village tree instead. And I think, okay, that made us a little bit better, but we definitely need rat trainer or, let's see, Art, am I gonna have to shove you up as a rat trainer again? Okay, you would make 9 gold, he would make 22. Art, I apologize, but you have just been booted out of your job because that's ridiculous. You only have 2 persuasion. I don't think that was much of a surprise, I'm gonna be honest. You have 0 leadership, Art. What am I going to do with you? Literally, where do you shine? Where do you shine and shimmer in life? Really? Really? Here? Art. Art. You are beautiful, energetic, devout, and rowdy. You literally have only athletics. Okay. And you want a social job? We'll attempt to remedy that when we can. But now we would have life expectancy. Okay, actually, what do we want more? Do we want the life expectancy to go down on our people? Or do we want to go ahead? Oh, Fairway Seeds here in Touchcatch Ashford. Fairway, stop that. Stop that. You don't need a crush on somebody who's not like your partner. You need to keep more busy. How is your family life? You need a child. Like, we need to add a stork in here, okay? Like, you'll be nice and distracted and stop trying to, like, run off and have affairs. Ariel, Sky, or Mason? Sky Stoneberry. How are our stones? We do not have enough stones to be able to sacrifice a Mason. Traveling is a priest. Rain is a healer. Alpaca is a lumberjack, and he'd be next up. We need all of those things. Dang it! So do we want to be unhealthy? Or do we want to be, like, risk being immoral? Let's see. Oh my gosh. And traveling, where are you? Traveling rat nest. Who did I just have? Who did I just put over here? Was that Art? Art. Let's see. You don't even show up on the list for being a good rat trainer. Oh my word. You're in the bottom of the... No wonder everybody was getting sick anyway. Okay, Lynx, you're currently a healer. Mars, you're a carpenter. I have to go down the list to find anybody we can send over. We have abundant furniture. In fact, I think we might be... Yeah, we're maxed on how much furniture we can have. So, it's a sacrifice, my dear. But Mars... At 19 years old, you are going to come, and you are going to try to help keep the village alive and healthy by fighting back this rat plague that has come to literally plague us. And then, let's see, Seamster and Baker. We have a lot of bread, so we're also going to have, let's see, Kitty Bell, and Mars. You two, together, have been sent by the Mother of Rats to try to tame these furious rodents and keep our village from absolutely catching the flu and just dying off. Meanwhile, people do need more entertainment, and they also need to come and worship the Temple of Rats / Shrine of the Village Tree, because we're dealing with a little bit of amorality as well. Oh, and the market! I forgot about the market being up, meaning that we can have a whole bunch of these new things to barter. Oh, that's exciting. Oh my gosh, those fish just gave us so much money. I am so tickled by that. So now it looks like for bartering, we have one offer where we can just trade for gold and 2 offers where we can swap resources for other resources. I adore that. And I will be very happy to partake in anything that our Llama Bianca wants to provide. Also, hey, Evergreen! So the Gemstorm family just ended up with a new baby. Oh, I think we also have another new baby to name too. Oh, look, Solera, did I name you? Maybe after a patron? I have a sneaking suspicion I did not. And look, we have another new baby over here, an ill-mannered nimble child who apparently is just right out of the gate great at potentially being a healer. I'll take it. Oh my gosh, because we do have a healer or a rat trainer in the making. Oh my word. Welcome to little, let's see, Guavi, let's see. We're gonna go and I'm gonna pluck random names or random letters out of your name, and we're gonna go with Vel. Let's see, Vel? Yeah, Vel. There we go. And rat healer? Because I like the idea of maybe you'll grow up to be either a rat tamer or a healer, which sounds very exciting. And that is actually from Guaveli Fifir. Apologies, because I have no idea how to pronounce your name. Believe it or not, I did do my best. Oh, and little Thunderheart has grown up and is ready to go ahead and have like a position, possibly. Hopefully, I'm finally figuring out how to do the mentoring so that we can make very, very skilled people. But now we have a very mean child born into the Threads family with Lauralee and Rye, but he's exceptionally happy. At least there's that. And this is actually going to be Aslan, after Aslan rules. So welcome, little Aslan. As Aslan Threads, actually, you have a lot of options at the moment. Precision works, builder, jeweler, or thief. How about we're gonna go with Gem Nail, because Gem kind of covers both jeweler and thief, and Nail covers the builder or the blacksmith, which I can remember. And is that all the new babies? No, we have another new baby. There's the new devout baby here in the Gemstorm family. Who? Queen? Leadership? Okay, the Gemstorm child who is devout clearly was born to be either a priestess or something. And this is going to be Spacey. After Space Vendance and Spacey Gemstorm, I'm gonna name you Spacey, I think, like Rat Queen sounds odd, because that's not quite what we're going for. Maybe Faith Queen? I'm trying to think. Does that fit? Faith Queen, Spacey Faith Queen. Or how about Spacey Royal Leaf? Ooh, I like that one. So that is gonna let me know like either royalty or maybe something to do with, you know, the shrine of the village tree. Why do I have to make things complicated for myself like that? Who knows? Ah, wow. Okay. Other good news, we now happen to have enough to build the castle again. I guess, is that a sign? Is that a sign now that we just had Spacey as one of the first villagers we've ever seen born out of the gate ready to be a queen? Maybe it is. But I kind of feel like before we build the castle, I want to go ahead and I want to try to get the inn built, because Zero does have his best friend. And I have not forgotten, even though it was quite a while ago, to the point where you guys probably forgot. But he does have his best friend somewhere over here. BFF and his sister Mars. Friend for life. Right here. Right here with Sister Baker. And you need to have a nice apple cider to apparently really get the full effects of having a friend for life. And this is the friendship that pulled Zero out of being an extremely depressed young teenager and gave him hope for the future. So I would be very, very, very happy if we're able to go ahead and just have them get along very well. So Zero, I mean, and as friends. So I think Zero would say we probably should have an inn before the castle, but after the castle, having a theater, barracks, and everything else makes a lot of sense. So we're gonna hold off on the inn until then, but do we have any luck with perfect match? Excellent match is great. She'd be an amazing, she's a beautiful, resilient, humble coward who would be a great lady of the evening. Why have you been cursed, Zero, with having to have a perfect match? I don't know why I did that to you. It's kind of cruel. Oh! Okay. Okay. And she'd be... Okay. Never mind. Okay. Welcome to the romantic, greedy, devout, new villager we have. This is so essential. Oh my gosh, why don't I have any of my notes near me? Because like this, I can't believe we actually found a perfect match. And I love the idea. It's because we just made the marketplace. And so we finally can go ahead and we can finally pair poor Zero off and possibly look into a good future. So let's see. Zero, she likes, I'm actually writing this down, even though it's kind of cheatsy, but he's had to suffer so much. Countryside. And then public executions. Maybe she's just really a big believer in justice. That's all I can say. Like maybe she's showing up because the idea of having leadership in the form of like royalty in a castle would be very important to her to make sure that the domain would be well settled and protected. And she dislikes feasting. muscles, and the art of war. See, she doesn't like war. So public executions, we're just gonna say that's because she enjoys having a safe environment to like grow up in. So everyone knows that big muscles imply a small brain. She doesn't like feasting, so yes, okay. And then how about attending the next public execution together? Got it. And then she likes dancing, but she doesn't like war. Yes! Slightly cheaty, don't care. Congratulations, Zero. You now have a perfect match that I hope I can push a little higher to be like ultra perfect to your new bride, who is actually going to be, and what a fun name. Hang on here, but let me find where she went. But this is actually going to be none other than Saffron, after Saffronique. What an amazingly fun name. And she wants to have an aspiration to do with food, or she's very good at doing something with persuasion. And once upon a time, her highest potential, I just realized there's a 1, 2, 3 under here. Wow. Well, she could be a gatherer because she really enjoys the countryside and nature. But guess what? She'd also be a great chancellor or a good merchant. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna call her Golden Apple. Because Saffron Golden Apple. Because she is greedy, so I think that's why she might like to gather things. The art of plucking things for free out of the forest brings her a lot of pleasure. But so does the art of either enforcing the rule of law through being a chancellor, or the art of parting people with their cash dollars, like being a merchant. Look at that. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm even gonna upgrade the merchant's like area so we can produce even more gold here. Ah, wow. Well, you know, now I can stop spending Gadzook's amount of like our hearts on going ahead and trying to make space for Zero to find a perfect match, and we can instead make space for more children among the people and population of the village. Also, I don't know why they don't have like a little bit higher on the romance, so I'm actually gonna, ta-da! Now they're producing more hearts and more prestige, and we have satisfied bling luxury needs. Woo! I guess. Oh, how fun. And now Kitty and Touch Cats don't want any baby because they're like, we just had one. Waiting for Stork, a new child desired. Oh! Jurassic just died! While visiting the marketplace and tasting the butcher's latest sausage recipe a little too happily, Jurassic Berry felt the food going down the wrong hole and no one could revive him. He's dead! Rest in pieces, Jurassic! Oh my gosh, it looks like all you really get to see is kind of like a summary of like the inheritance he left behind, which makes an even better reason for me to like change the names to things that they've done. May he rest in peace. Oh my gosh. Heck! Well, I didn't expect that to happen. I guess, is Taz? Yeah, his dad's gone. We're gonna unlock a new spot for the stork because they're obsessed with having a baby, and I think Taz would want to turn to some comfort after losing his father. Wow. Well, all right. That was an unexpected turn of events. And now the llama's already here to barter again. We need to go ahead and make sure that we can have plenty of the babies content and happy in the village. And oh, do I ever wish we had enough jewelry. Look at that, 709 gold coins. Bianca, you torment me so. But all right, everyone, thank you so much for joining us today as Sky is now single. You can't just, I guess, oh no, he's heartbroken and widowed. What am I gonna do? But he's actually still got pretty good morale about his life, even if the whole household is now empty. So sad. Wow. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.